Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Ringo! Tight ends on Ringo! Tight ends on the Ringo!
Hey, Alpha!
Check, check!
Nuts!
Mayfield on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Point it right. Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Bravo!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And an alley to run. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run with Chubb. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
Pistol.
58, Mike. Bandit. Rush.
You draw quarters.
Rush in. He's crashing.
I got you.
Mayfield looks to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Let's get it. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. They can't hang with us. Go.
51, Mike, 51. Watch the slant. Watch the...
51's the mic.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hey, Mike, 51.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. He finds Beckham complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or
go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Go!
Mayfield. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 52 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Ravens.
Touchdown.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Yeah, it really hasn't. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Mayfield, he's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And Thomas has it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Jackson operating from the gun. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down, Baltimore.
Ready.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's got the first, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. 25 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 20. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown of the night as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah, we don't want none.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Let's go. Bang, bang.
To throw is Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
Why? Get wide.
Throwing now is Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts.
Short gain last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Watch the safety creep.
Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And he cuts it right and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
51's the mic, boy. 51. I got one. 51 Mike. Mike 51. Get that ball. Get that ball. Watch the air.
He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to be the final play of this football game.